my brain's fried. It really is. Philip Brady's given up the ghost and drunk a bottle of whiskey. Mia's just given up and went down to see Romero. And that's for Josh. He just said, "Do you know what? I'm coming on here just for the sheer crack of it. Do you know, I'm an Arsenal fan.
Exactly that. Oi, 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 oi.
That's a good start.
Wash your mouth out with soap, young man.
Love it, love it. But listen, we are going to start with a little bit which I found on Twitter. You can find everything on Twitter, believe me. It's from the Spurs Express. Now, this was posted 27 minutes ago. And it's saying talks still ongoing between Bayern, Tottenham, and Kane. Talks are positive. Specific payment terms have been clarified. Bayern is still waiting for the green light for Kane. Bayern still optimistic to get the deal sealed. All parties are working on it. Nothing is off, and that's from Plete Goal, and that was at 8:30 tonight. Now I haven't seen anything else come up, apart from Raymond Vega criticising Bayern Munich, which that would be music to Philip's ears. 2 minutes ago, Thfc report, Harry Kane still wants to join Bayern. He wants his transfer to complete before the first game of the season. It goes on and on, Philip, doesn't it? Where do we go from here? We're going to
Sky Sports,
and now we're going to go on to what's Sky Sports saying?
They're just after saying that it's financial issues between Harry Kane and the club is causing the delay. Now that could be the agent's fees, it could be something else, but there's something they're not agreeing on anyway, which more is beggars ties up what you're saying there now.
But earlier they were saying, "Oh, it's because he's changed his mind." Can they just stop flip-flopping all over the place? I'm fed up with this flip-flopping. I'll tell you that right now. This is ridiculous.
These journalists, they'll say whatever they have to say to get an audience, really. You know, I mean, it doesn't always have to be the truth. You know,
I mean, like us, Philip.
Oh no, we Scouts honor, you know. Yeah, we always tell the truth here, you know.
Dip. And welcome back to Speaking Spurs, Mr. Josh, down in the corner. I think he's there looking right. Philip, how do I send horses' heads via Amazon to Dermot's store?
Let's see. You get a big plastic bag anyway, that's for sure.
Philip gets them delivered by DHL now, apparently. But how are you,
know
man?
Do you know what that stands for? Dead horse's legs. It's not the head anymore, you know.
How are you, Josh? Is your brain fried with Harry Kane? Or do you think I don't care?
I mean, to say my brain's fried is a bit of an overstatement. I didn't really have a brain to start off with, if I'm perfectly honest.
You do, man. You do.
I can't get my head around it. I'm at the point now where I don't care if he stays or if he goes. I just want to know what is happening for the better sake of Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Harry Kane is he's a generational talent, undeniably one of the best English players in the league or in the world. But Tottenham Hotspur has been around since 1882, and it's going to be around a lot longer after Harry Kane. Yeah, it's not about whether we keep Harry Kane right now. For me, it's about finding the next Harry Kane.
Yeah, that's it. Mia, how are you? You and me have talked about it in the last sort of half hour, an hour about it. God, it keeps going on and on, doesn't it?
Yeah, like I say, I'm a bit like with what Josh said. I just want to know now, because I feel like this is like leading us down some garden paths. Like, just decide what you're doing, because at the end of the day, we're getting all this nonsense. 1 minute he's changing his mind. It's a big U-turn, 50-50. Actually, he's leaning towards staying. Now it's, actually, it's just the finances. It's okay. If it's just the finances, that means he's clearly agreed to go, right? So all of that nonsense earlier, it just was ridiculous. So and if that gets done, then that's it, done. That's it. Do you know what I mean? We'll know either way.
Yeah. Can I just say, as Eric Dyer said the other night, I've got this. I have this.
I'm glad somebody has.
Dyer. Yeah. Did you see that the other night, Josh, with Eric Dyer?
Yeah. Taking over that free kick. I've got this, and then kicks it straight at the player.
Do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that we need T-shirts for this for here. We need the merch, and it has to say, "I've got this." That's what you need.
I think so. Me and Jacob were doing it on the Irish Hots, but we've never laughed as much as we did. He's sitting there, and he's all serious, Philip. You know, saying past the chest, goes, "I've got this. I got this."
Do you know what I reckon is going to happen tonight or tomorrow? Right, it's going to happen by tomorrow night. I reckon this is all posturing by Spurs. Right, I think that they've manufactured a situation or Harry Kane maybe, to try and screw a higher fee out of higher upfront payment out of Bayern Munich, scare Bayern Munich into thinking this deal's off unless they comply. And Bayern, they're running out of time now, and I think you'll find Harry Kane will be a Bayern Munich player within the next 24 hours. I've no doubt about that now, but I just wonder why this brinkmanship took place so late in the deal. As Mia rightly says, why didn't they do it earlier? Why didn't they do it earlier? But there's always complications come the end of a deal. As we always said, Dermot, it's not easy to do a transfer. And this one is probably the most difficult one in the history of the Premiership.
Yeah, do you know what? I'd be glad to see it done. Though, look, can I just say, we all don't want Harry Kane to go.
None of us do. None of us do. But
I don't know about the Man United fans going to join us in a few minutes. Colin, he doesn't want Kane to go to United, so I think he'd be quite happy from staying at Tottenham. But who's had the biggest balls, Philip? Do you think out of all of it? Who do you think's come out like? Do you think this Levy's come out good in this? Harry Kane, has he come out in any shape or form of this house?
I think if Levy gets anywhere near the 100 million, right, which he's asked for, I think he's going to come out of it pretty okay. Now he's not going to win every fan over, and probably many of the fans over, because no matter what Daniel Levy does, some people it's never going to be right anyway. So he's going to be criticised for selling Harry Kane, but that's not half the criticism he would have took if he let him go for nothing next summer. So I think Levy will probably come out of it level. Pretty much. Harry Kane is going to get a bit of criticism, I think, for the way, he's flip-flopped, if he did flip-flop. But I think Bayern Munich are the one that deserve a lot of criticism. They should actually be reported to UEFA for tapping up a player illegally whenever they did it a few weeks ago. I know it goes on all the time and everything, but most of the time you don't hear about it. But this was blatant. And then that gobshite of a reporter turned up at the press conference with a Harry Kane number 9 on the back of it, or 10 on the back of a Bayern shirt. That was
just to make matters worse. Premier League insider 9 minutes ago, Richarlison injured in training and may require surgery. No word yet on Alejo Veli's work permit.
And what was that about the work permit?
He's subject to work permit, isn't it?
Oh, it is. Yeah. It'll take a while to come through. Oh my God!
But we can play Sonny and
play Sonny up front,
and have
Maddison and Sonny.
And then have Perisic either or Solomon on that side.
Yeah.
And buy Orban when you're at it.
Yeah. I think that's actually been told that's going to be done. But anyway, let's see who's in the chat tonight. We've got Tequila 316. Big up Tequila. I think we all need some of them tonight, to be fair. Domo again, making me choose. I love the Irish Hotspur, but love you guys too. We'll attempt to do both. Big up Tequila. Send the tequilas over, please. I think me and Philip need a triple after today. So we've got the podcast tomorrow to do yet. That should be interesting.
Leave the bottle.
Yeah. We've got Liam Harty. Big up, Liam. Haven't seen you before, but welcome. Good evening, everyone. I am so bored of this Kane stuff. Now he's going now. He going or staying? Nobody knows. We've got Destiny. No, we'll do. Big up, evening, gents. Evening, lads. Good evening, Destiny. How are you? We've got Niall Kane. Niall, please speak to your brother. Tell him to sort it out. It's becoming an embarrassment now. Come on. Harry, you're an embarrassment to Tottenham. Come on, sort it out, lad. He says, evening, guys. Evening, I know you're doing. We've got the experience. Wilton McDonald. He says, good evening, all. Late joining as usual. Big up, Wilton from Florida. We've got Desi. He says, I've said this over again. Either Kane signs a new deal or leaves. Can't have this deal stretch for too long. Some outlets are saying Man United are going to bid for him if Bayern fails. I've heard that. I've heard that as well, but I'm waiting to get that confirmed. And then Wilton says, Josh looks depressed. Cheer up, Josh. We've been there before and survived.
Yep.
I feel like I've been dragged through this Harry Kane saga backwards by my legs, and I'm rattled. I'm rattled. I just want the deal done at this point. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm beyond the point of, is Harry Kane going to stay? Is he going to go? Either go or stay. It makes no difference to me. We're going to need. Eventually, we're going to need to learn to live without Harry Kane. He's not going to be around forever.
The Harry Kane to United is false. There's no truth in it whatsoever. United are not going to bid for Harry Kane. There's no truth in that. So if you're hearing that rumor, it is false and it's just made up. It's, as Philip would call it, lazy journalism. as our godfather likes to call it. Now, tonight, guys, yes, it is back. The Premier League. Woo! It's back on Friday night. Philip, are you looking forward to get the league back again? We'll get back
Yeah,
to
I am.
normal
But
shows then,
I
can't
should
we?
be looking. I should be looking forward to it more. But this old cloud, that Harry Kane thing, clouding it up a wee bit. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right. But I just hope that it's settled out before the team is picked for Sunday. And hopefully it will be.
For Mia, what do you reckon? Looking forward to the league back again? It's always great Premier League back.
Yeah,
isn't it?
no, I'm excited to see us playing some games, some Ange ball. We're looking good when we play. Like, it's nice to actually watch a decent game of football. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it, to be honest with you.
And Josh, look, match of the day back on Saturday night. We've got Around the Grounds, Philip, back again. We've got all Saturdays is made for this, aren't they? And between now and May, it's going to be a roller coaster. Josh, are you looking forward to it?
Do you want the answer that you want to hear, or the answer that I actually feel? I'm not looking forward to Sunday at all.
No.
With the ongoing saga, I mean, in terms of football being back, fantastic. Football's back. We've got something to watch at the weekend. Fantastic. For Spurs, not really.
Do you remember that bit of tapping up we were referring to in the last show, Philip?
Mm-hmm.
And we said some club had come in for Tottenham. You said it was about tapping up.
Yeah.
It actually wasn't any of the English clubs. It was PSG.
Well, they're not new to them to tap up a player. Right. But Harry, I think I don't think he wants to go there, and he's quite right.
Yeah, I think so.
The same as going to Billy Smart Circus, going to that place.
Well, Mbappe's turned around. He said, "Look, I'm not. Has he done the right thing? He's come out. I'm not going anywhere." But they've frozen him out, haven't they, for the whole season?
Yeah. But how long did it take him? Again, he could have done that 3 weeks ago. He waits till the last minute before he says it. So.
And we've got Liam here says he feels sorry for Ange, not the start for him. That is fair. Look, and it is true though, isn't it, guys? I really do feel sorry for Ange. This is like he must have walked into what the fuck have I walked into? Josh, do you know? I'll go start with you in this. Do you feel sorry for Ange? Because I know I do.
Oh, 100%. Like, the guy doesn't know whether he's coming or going. The reason that he probably signed the deal to be the Spurs manager and work with Harry Kane, that his number one talent is possibly leaving in the next few days. There's a lot of uncertainty around. I'm sure by now he would have had his lineup already set for Brentford. He would have had his tactics, and now with this whole ordeal, everything is going to have to go back to square one and rustle up a deal, rustle up a plan as quickly as possible. On top of that as well, is he going to be back throughout this transfer window? Is he going to get players that he sees are the correct fit for his system? It's a brand new system for Spurs. I say brand new. It's not entirely, but for this current squad, this is a new system of play. A new system of play. He needs his players, and I think Harry Kane was pivotal to that. And now we don't know whether he's going to be here or not. It all remains to be seen.
And for me, I'll go to you, then I'll go to you last, and then we will get on with the show for the last bit for Harry Kane for a while. Do you feel sorry for Ange?
I do feel sorry for Ange, but maybe not in the same way what Josh has said, because I feel like he's someone who's quite unfazed. I think that he would have practiced different, the players, the style, all of the players will know how they should play. And I think it doesn't matter who he puts in, because he'll be very much drilled in this is how we play. But I just feel sorry for him because of the questions he's going to get. Kane this and Kane that. Like, it's just not very nice for him. He's excited to be here. If you heard what he said, I'm excited to be here. As the manager, I want to do stuff with one of the biggest clubs, like he's excited to be at our club, and just getting asked continuously about Harry Kane is really frustrating for him. He takes it all on the chin, but he's just, I'm saying it must just be frustrating in a way.
And Philip, look, you've seen it all. You've been there, done it. You've seen managers come and go, players come and go. Have you ever known a manager to come in and have this sort of an upheaval before the start, 3 days before the start of the season?
Not from memory, but I'll tell you one thing. I'm not overly concerned about Ange's feeling sorry for him. I think he's a tough, been through it all, tough talking Aussie. He'll not be fazed by this. He will say, right, Harry Kane is one player. I know he's a very important player. I have other players in the squad. He's not a one-man team. And I have to go back to what I saw at the game last Sunday against Shakhtar Donetsk. The players are buying into his way of doing things very, very quickly, far quicker than I thought they would manage it. And so there you go. Okay, Harry Kane goes, fair enough. A huge loss, massive loss. We'll cope without him because there's 10 other players on that pitch, right? Now, they'll get someone to replace Harry Kane eventually, whether it be the Argentinian guy, be it Sonny or Richarlison or whatever. So I'm looking on the positive side of things. What is horrible, Harry Kane probably won't be playing for us next Sunday. There are other players on that team who'll be itching to get at Brentford and to prove to Ange that they're his first team. Now, I would say I thought maybe he would have played the potential side for Sunday against Barcelona. It turns out he didn't. I think it's more likely the side that started on Sunday, bar maybe 1 or 2 changes that will start against Brentford on Sunday. So I think no, I feel sorry for him to be in that position. I feel sorry for anybody unless he's an Arsenal fan or an Arsenal manager. But I think he'll cope with it. I don't think it'll faze him at all.
And you saw Harry Kane at the end clap to the fans. Do you still stand by what you said then, Philip, now tonight?
Yeah, I still think he's going. Whatever posturing is going on now is only to extract more money, more better payment terms, settle up some maybe undecided who pays what. But he's going. He's going. Unfortunately, but he's going.
All right. Look, we'll leave it there for the minute. We will end up on the Harry Kanes before we leave. Kev Williams, is Richarlison injured? He is rumoured he is, and he will miss the game. Big up, Kev. We've got Wilton said, I'm seeing the Harry Kane issue the same as Mia. Resolve this, move on. Josh, this season will be good. Not great, but we will surprise a lot of people, and I think we will.
I don't doubt that for a minute. I haven't said it's going to be a bad season. Like the way that we've played over the pre-season, have you ever known a Spurs game or a Spurs team to go out and knock 30 shots at goal in one game?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
If we play every fixture like we have done the whole pre-season, I don't doubt for a minute we're going to be up there. I don't doubt that for a second. I just think it's a lot easier with Harry Kane there. A lot easier.
Oh, yeah, naturally, yeah.
Yeah, will be.
Yeah.
Big up, Christopher. We've got Destiny saying, if Levy lets Kane for free, he will be seen as the villain in this situation. If he sells, it's a win-win. And it's true, though, isn't it, Mia? If he lets him go next summer, he'd be who should not be named all over again. And if he sells them, look, we've got 100 million for him or 95 million for him, and we can go and buy a decent striker for that, can't we?
No, yes, absolutely. Just a little update. Apparently, he's been removed from all of the Tottenham website, like kit pictures on the website.
Yeah.
No, that is very telling.
That's interesting. Yeah.
I'm actually going to. That's true. Go and have a look.
I'm actually going to go and check now, Mia.
Inside Bundesliga have reported 24 minutes ago. According to consistent media reports from England, Harry Kane is said to have rejected the offer from FC Bayern Munich. The Englishman is aiming for another season as Spurs captain. Now, that's what I want to be true. I want that to be true.
Interesting.
Who's reported that? I can't find it.
Inside Bundesliga. It's a German tweet. I've just translated it.
They're normally very. I know Sky Sports Germany are very much pro Bayern, so that's quite interesting coming from a different source that they've more or less reported what may be the truth for a change.
Well, if you can find out about the website, Mia, or have a quick look on that for us, and see can you take anything. But look, that's interesting. Christopher Inshaw, and that's interesting from you as well, Josh. This will run and run. I think it really will. I think 3 o'clock in the morning we'll get a notification. We'll be Kane's gone. Right, Philip, you're going online. Piss off, I'm sleeping. I'm going online. Anyway, no Kane, no Richie has been injured. Oh, we read that knee surgery. Yeah, Wilton McDonald. Ange is fully aware of what he was stepping into. Kev Williams, you can force anyone to leave. Philip, I don't think anyone's forcing Kane to leave here.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not. It's hard to know who's pulling the strings just at this moment in time. But no, nobody's forcing them.
Another source has just reported this is a Bayern fan site. They've just reported that Harry Kane has always wanted to join Bayern, but it's about payments from Tottenham to Kane, including loyalty bonuses that still have not been paid up.
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh, you have to laugh at this looking for a loyalty bonus and he's leaving. It doesn't kind of add up, does it?
Look,
last season's loyalty.
Yeah, look, I play for your pre-season. I've got my loyalty for pre-season. Can I be paid now? Leaves going piss off.
It's like Mbappe wanting PSG to pay him a full year's salary after he moved to Real Madrid. You know,
I swear to God, right? You could do a whole stream on. This stream was about Premier League, but I think it's end up being a Harry Kane stream again. Anyway,
we'll have to get off it soon. We'll have to get off it soon.
Good evening, Dermot. Do you know everybody else is talking about Harry Kane? We're the other ones talking about the Premier League. They might come in just for a break. The disabled team, big up the disabled team. He's a member as well. Good evening, Dermot, Philip, Mir, and guest. His name's Josh. Big up disabled team. Hope you're well. Let me know what you think Leeds are going to do this season. You got Joe Rodon. Thank you. He is prime Maradona, Joe Rodon. So you're getting a decent defender, a top-notch defender there. Even Philip and Josh and Mir can vouch for him, aren't they? Mir's great, isn't he, Joe Rodon? Brilliant defender.
Yeah, Joe, to be honest, I spoke to someone else who I know supports Leeds and they're happy about it. They think he will suit Leeds United. It's his level.
It's his level, you know.
It's
when Galatasaray come in for Sanchez, we have to all say what a brilliant player he is, you know.
Yeah, he is. We've got I don't know what that says. What's up? Nothing. Just all bored of Harry Kane. I've just seen Spurs web, and he's still in the Spurs team for the season.
Yeah, no, he is. He is still there. I've just looked myself. I just quickly went into it.
More. This is like bigger than a Pink Panther film. Inspector Clouseau is going to come in somewhere.
Oh, Joe, it'll be interesting if you can still put a Kane shirt in the back, because when it was Gareth Bale coming back to us, all of a sudden the Bale thing was on. You was able to buy it. So I wonder if you'll be able to get a Harry Kane shirt.
Yeah, maybe. Go on, Josh. What are you going to say?
The best way to look at it now is Harry Kane is a Spurs player until he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only way we can look at it right now.
It is fun though.
It's not. It's not fun.
I tell you what's fun. It's trying to decipher all the bull crap you're reading on Twitter and trying to work out.
An Arsenal fan, they're sitting there probably laughing at us right now, like you don't even know what you're doing this season. No, you're right. We don't.
I think it's like putting pins and sticking knitting needles into your eyes. It's painful.
Wilton says, Dermot, I've had 2 tours of the club, old new stadium. I was very tempted to remove the nameless player's name from the road. Big up, Milton. We've got Destiny says the German media are just waffles. I think Philip would agree with you. Neville Chamberlain, Philip, comes to mind.
Absolutely. The last time anybody trusted anything coming out of Munich was Neville Chamberlain back in 1938. I have in my piece in our time in a piece of paper, you know. Yeah. Did everyone see the Hitler parody I put up on the Irish Hotspur from the film Downfall? There's another one. There's part 2 to come on that yet. That'll be very interesting. You know.
I tell you what, Philip, I had visions, right, of you just sitting there, right, going, like, saying to him, during the war. Uncle Albert, during the war.
During the war.
No, you need a bit of, I've already told you, Basil 40. You can't mention, don't mention the war.
I just want to say big up to Colin who's joined us. Big up, Colin. How are you? Man United fan and also a big, very good friend of the channel. How are you this evening, sir? Thank you for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me on. I'm very, very tired. I'm very tired. Very tired.
We're exhausted.
Can I just say, Colin does work in the football industry, and believe me, the job he does. I won't say what he does. I tell you one thing: this lad does work hard. Oh, God love him. Very quickly, from a Man United point of view, Colin, and from a football fan, not being a Spurs fan, the Harry Kane situation. Have you ever seen anything like it in your life?
No, I've never seen anything like this in my life at all. It just needs to be done now for the sake of you guys and the club, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does. We've got the disabled team. Good evening, Josh. Hope you're well. Big up. Liam Harty. It's like Ange has been set up to fail. I love his style, by the way. I don't think he's been set up to fail to myself. The disabled team, I think Rodin's going to do okay in the championship, guys. Oh, yeah, I forgot Leeds got relegated. Yeah, that's about their level. DJ Samuel, member for 3 months. Big up, DJ. It's a great live stream, as always. Well, thank you, DJ, very, very much. Very kind, very, very kind words. Philip, do you want to say anything to DJ Samuel? Always a great supporter of the channel. So he's always
absolutely. No, and so I puts up some great posts as well. So well done, DJ, and congratulations on your 3-month membership.
Yeah, you now will get a special hello from Mia.
A tour of the dungeon.
Excuse me?
There you go. There's your hello from Mia. Every 3 months, you get a special words of wisdom. What's your words of wisdom for DJ's first 3 months as a channel member, Mia?
Don't eat yellow snow.
DJ. There's your words of wisdom from Mystic Meg up in the corner. Yeah. We've got disabled team. We'll probably finish 7th or 8th. I think Leeds might get promoted. You know.
Yeah,
I actually do. I think Leeds get promoted. We got RVP, the best ever. Oh, we knew we'd get an Arsenal fan in.
Oh yeah,
Do you want to say
one season above us in the last 7, and suddenly I think they're better than us. You know. It's a bit delusional, really. You know.
I can't wait for James Maddison to pocket Declan Rice.
Exactly. Yeah. How's Lego Man these days, anyway?
He's still playing with his Lego.
Yeah, and when you're in the Champions League, don't forget 10-2 in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Moses Ali
Haider.
He says, "Come on, you Spurs against Brentford on August the 14th, live on Sky Sports." You don't want to watch Sky Sports, and Moses. You want to watch the watch along with me and Philip here on THFC Till I Die. The best watch along around. We've got myself, Dermotron, and a new scoreboard, haven't we, Philip? New everything.
Yeah. The new scoreboard refuses to put any scores after the opposition team when they're playing Spurs.
Yeah.
It'll always be nil against Spurs.
And to be honest with you, we're still trying to figure out how to use the damn thing.
We work the bloody thing. But anyway, we'll get there.
We get there. Liam Hartley, I agree with Philip. There you go. Philip, here goes with you.
Yeah, someone does. That's great.
Yeah. Could Kane end up at Man United next season? Colin?
Nope.
No, not a chance. I'm fully behind the fact that Kane's going to Bayern this either today or tomorrow. I think that'll be done.
Yeah. Do you think it might just come out at 3 o'clock in the morning when everyone's asleep?
Well, the news this morning seemed to come out of nowhere, so I'm assuming this one will as well.
What's your thoughts, though, Colin, on someone reporting that he's rejected it? Other ones are reporting that apparently that it's to do with financial. So it's like back and forth. And then they said earlier on Sky Sports that it was because he's having a U-turn. It's like so much flip-flopping. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Exactly. That is the point. They are making it up. To be honest with you, a lot of in-the-knows, so-called in-the-knows, will bring out anything just so they can get views. So anything that you tweet about Harry Kane at the moment is going to get views. Let's face it. And 99.9% of them are picking it from their backside.
Honestly, it's crazy at the moment. You must be reading it as a Man U fan, just thinking, what the hell is this like absolute S show? Do you know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I've seen a lot of S shows over the past 9 months in regards to stuff that's happening with sales. But this Kane one's taking a bit of the biscuit, if I'm going to be honest with you.
It is. Can we just say again, Mia, we were right, weren't we? Just quickly. Just.
I mean, yeah, like I say, don't have to keep re-saying it. Obviously, we said we reported that there was a deal done. We didn't say that Kane had accepted, but we said there was a deal done. So yeah. That's cool.
Why Mia's not on camera? She's got a rally. She's using a smug face. That's why she doesn't show anyone she's been smug. Sorry. Good evening.
I'm never
Carl.
smug. I'm not really that kind of person.
No.
To be fair.
Jeremy Clarkson, do you see when he does his smug face? It's really funny.
I mean, I am if it's a scumbag or the bubble blowers. That's a bit different.
Yeah. Anyway, look, breaking news from West Ham. Dino the dinosaurs got lost around the running track with Barney. They're trying to argue who's gonna to blow the first bubble at the new season. So we'll bring it. Colin, just keep us up to date on that. Let us know about Dino and Barney, what's happening there. We'll bring in the very latest on that. We've got Carl Simpson. Good evening, all. We've got Tequila. Hello, folks. We've got Lily White Lane. Big up, Lily White Lane. Big up, all. Do you guys think it's loyal or selfish if Kane runs out his contract at Spurs? Philip, I'll let you go first on that.
He won't run out the contract in Spurs because he won't be a Spurs player within 24 hours, in my opinion. So it would be a bit of both, to be honest with you. It could be selfish of him because he wants to get near Alan Shearer's record, right? And but it's also selfish because he'd walk away for nothing at the end of next June. So, but I don't think that's going to be the case. He's going to be gone.
Yeah. Well, anyway, and just very quickly, big up to Hot God 10. Now, guys, Premier League starts on Saturday, or tomorrow, actually. And look, Philip, we're going to start with who will be the teams that are relegated. Now, look, for me, I think Luton's going to be there. I'm
going to get my notes here now. Hold on.
Everton's going to be in and around there, I think, myself, personally. And Burnley, I think there's about 6 or 7 teams, Philip, that's going to be around there. But I think, do you think Everton could be the biggest name out of the batch that could be relegated?
No, I think Everton will be okay this season. I think Sean Dyche will actually get them playing. Like, they're not going to pull any trees up. I'd say Everton are going to be lower mid-table, but I don't think they'll be relegated. No. I hope they're not. I mean, I know they've flirted with it the last 2 seasons, but no, I think they'll learn their lesson. And they have bought a few players in. So I think they will be okay. The teams that I would have going down are Luton. Obviously, I think everyone's going to pick Luton, to be honest with you. Sheffield United. I think they'll do a flip, so they'll go straight back down again. Yeah. And this one, Neville might not agree with it. I just think Bournemouth. I don't agree with that. No, probably not. Probably not.
I don't agree. Look, I'm more looking at probably West Ham. Wolves could be in there, in and around there.
Yeah, I think Wolves will be, because I think they were in a bit of upheaval. Because from what I was talking to my brother about, is that they're in a bit of financial difficulty, and that's the reason why they're selling some of their players, because they're concerned about FFP, and that's why. And then the managers obviously left. I think they're in a bit of a problem. Wolves, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, Colin, what do you reckon? Philip, we could talk about it and then we'll get our 3. So, Philip, Colin, what do you reckon? Who do you think is going to be around that relegation zone? Do you think Everton, Luton Town, of course, and Burnley, Bournemouth? No. What do you reckon?
I think Luton. I think that's everyone. Like Philip said, that's everyone's on pick really. I think Sheffield United will go down as well. I know they've just got rid of their star striker, so they're going to struggle for goals. And I've got to agree. I think Wolverhampton will go down as well because they are in serious financial issues.
Yeah, and Josh, what do you reckon?
I don't think Luton are going to go down. I don't know why people are sleeping on Luton. I genuinely feel Luton are going to be a dark horse this season. I've got Sheffield United, Nottingham Forest, and West Ham to all go down.
Mm-hmm.
That's my 3. I think Sheffield, Nottingham Forest, and West Ham. I think West Ham are really going to struggle, especially if David Moyes. I know there's a lot of talk at the moment about David Moyes potentially leaving, but if he stays, they're going to struggle this season, especially with European football. They're going to be playing 2 games a week in most of the time. They're without Declan Rice. It's looking like Paqueta is going to be leaving as well. Obviously, with Man City going in for 101 million euros for Paqueta, that deal is going to get accepted somewhere down the line, I think. West Ham are genuinely going to struggle. Nottingham Forest, they were lucky to stay up last time, and I think Sheffield are just going to go down again. That parachute money will come into effect at some point, but Sheffield United are going to go straight back down again.
Yeah, I mean, Philip, it's just right to say, hang on, don't just pick on Luton here. There's always one surprise team, and
Could well be. I mean, the little ground that they have, it's going to be a tight little atmosphere, intimidating atmosphere for any team to go there, I think on the road they could struggle, they may do well enough at home. But yeah, Josh, you got a very good point about West Ham. I mean, they're not, I know the European adventure last year for them took its toll on their league form, and they just about avoided the relegation. Now they haven't got Declan Rice. So you could well be right. And personally, I would actually be delighted if they got relegated. Absolutely thrilled.
Yeah, well, Chris Venture's put here Wolves, Sheffield United, and Luton. And DJ Samuel, DJ's gone for Wolves, Luton Town, Sheffield United. Right, so I'm going to start with you, Mia, ladies first. Who's your 3 to go down? And Philip, can you write these down so at the end of the season we're actually going to see who was right and who was wrong? That should be a good fun, actually.
Hold on, I'm going to get a pen here.
Okay. Go on then, Mia. Who's your 3 to go down?
I'm going to say Wolves. I'm going to say, do you know what? Sheffield United.
Yeah.
And sod them bubble blowers, they can go down and all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Josh, who are you going for?
Well, my bottom 3, I'm going for West Ham, Sheffield United, and Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
Colin, who are you going for?
Teams to get relegated: Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal.
That would not be everybody's dream, wouldn't
it? It would be. It would be. No, I'm going with what I said earlier: Wolves, Luton, Sheffield United.
Now, look, Philip, who are you going for?
I'm actually going to leave, but I'm going to check. Actually, Bournemouth came from another prediction league I'm in, so I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go Luton, Sheffield United, and West Ham.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go for Bournemouth. I'm going to go for West Ham and Wolves.
Bournemouth.
I don't know what. Josh might have something about Luton Town this year.
It surprises me you say Bournemouth as well, because they are making some really, really good signings.
Yeah,
they've just
today.
Yeah, they got Scott, they got Max Aarons as well. They're gonna. I'll tell you what. I don't think they're going to finish in the top half, but I think they're going to finish top of the bottom half.
To be fair, I think there'll be 6, 7, 8 teams in that relegation battle this year. It's going to be very tight, like it was last season. I think it's going to. Everton were in it to the near enough the last things of the season. Everton haven't bought, and haven't bought much, and that's why Everton could be in and around there as well. Do you know? I hope they don't, because I like Everton. Forest, for me, I think Forest might have. I think Forest have got more of a team this year than they did last year. I think they won't be in the top half, but they won't get relegated. Myself, Luton Town. Luton's the one that really surprises me. Philip is right. Kenilworth Road is a very tight ground. It's a very intense, tight ground. I mean, the fella that owns the house is going to make plenty of money selling cups of Bovril and tea or coffee or burgers during halftime and full time. But that's my 3. So, we'll see what the chat says. We've got Wilton says, I'm going to Sheffield United, Forest and Wolves to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Carl Simpson saying West Ham have got no flair. They're going to defend, hope they score, and hope to score on set pieces. Yeah. We've got Destiny says, honestly, Sheffield United, Luton and Wolves will go down. Everton will be there. Palace will be there. Even Fulham, because I rode for them without Mitrovic. That's very good.
Has Mitrovic gone?
Nothing's been confirmed yet. There's been a deal in principle agreed, but there's nothing confirmed. Romano's not dropped the here we go yet on it. So
yeah, he'll probably go on strike if he doesn't get his move. He seems to be very militant sort of a guy,
Most teams, Hogard said that are promoted Jenny stay up for the first season. Yeah, Carl's going for Luton, Wolves, and West Ham for me. The disabled team: Everton, Luton, and Wolves. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Everton for a few minutes, guys. I'll start with you, Colin. Do you think Everton could be in and around there, or do you think they have learnt their lessons from the last 2 seasons and they could end up a mid-table team?
No, not a chance. Everton will be fighting that relegation battle come end of season, 100%. That's where they seem to live. They seem to live in that bottom little section. And to be honest with you, they haven't like brought anybody in to even like help them progress. You know, they've got Calvert-Lewin. Let's face it, he's a good goal scorer when he turns up and he's fully fit. But he's more interested about taking pictures on a catwalk. Connor Cody's gone as well. So if you look at the back line, who have they got really? They got Tarkowski at the back. That's about it.
Yeah. Wilton says, I haven't included West Ham because that's 6 points every season. I love that. I love that. Next level, English is like the stream, guys. It took me 0.89 seconds. I feel great now. There you go. World
I'm
record.
a little bit offended, though, because he wrote evening men. I mean...
Whoops.
Well, you can't see you, Mia. Maybe you should just show your face every sort of like half hour so people know you are. There you go.
I'm here, sitting in the dark.
Gone again. She's gone again.
Gone again.
You say Everton, like they're signing that Hugo Ekitike from PSG. That's a good signing. Yeah,
it's a good signing. Yeah, 100%. It's a good signing. But can he play under a Deitch system?
Do you know what? I actually like Deitch, and the reason I like Deitch is because he installs this mentality of, I'm not expecting you to win every game, but we're going to go out and fight for it like we fucking want it. Sorry for the swearing. We're going to go out there and fight for it like we want it, and that's the kind of discipline you want with Everton. Like, I rate Sean Dyche as a manager for someone of that level. Hence why with Burnley, we always got a performance out of Burnley because Dyche was right, like the conductor of the train. I think Dyche is going to get a good shift out of these Everton boys.
Yeah.
And if not, for anything else, we want him to stay in the Prem because Dyche is just absolutely brilliant, isn't he? Let's be honest. You've got to love a bit of Dyche. I absolutely love the guy as well. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's and also managers as well.
Would Everton get a better Dele Alli, do you think, guys? I'll start with you, Philip, very quickly. Yeah or nay? Do you think Dele Alli might be an impact in Everton this season?
I read during the week that he's way off the pace. Yes, for Everton. It'd be way on later on in the season before we see Dele Alli playing for them, if we ever do.
I've just seen the Spurs Army put up this quote, right? It is so funny. It's, all right, 10:25, Bayern and Tottenham agree fee. 10:37, confirmed by Ali Gold. 10:59, further backed up by Fritz and Romero. 12:15, saying Kane is leaning towards staying. 12:49, Michael Owen publicly tell Kane to stay. 13:11, more reports that Kane is unsure. 3:15, increasingly likely he's choosing to stay. 4:15, Bayern left puzzled by Kane hesitation. 4:15, new club made offer for Kane for 2024. And still, after all of this, his future is yet to be resolved. What an absolutely cluster muck.
Yeah.
I tell you, the fella that put that up right is Spurs Army. Show him a follow. That is the best bit I've seen on Twitter all day. That is absolutely brilliant.
It's like a game of hokey cokey, isn't it? He's going to Bayern now. He's staying at Spurs. Can't make his mind up.
Joe, what I said that earlier, Josh. Honestly, I said the same thing, didn't I? I said it's like the hokey cokey at the moment.
Yeah. Carl said Danjuma will keep Everton up. Do you know what?
Very good point there.
Disabled Douch is the best aptitude is chewing gravel.
Yeah.
And also looking like he's going to headbutt you at any point.
Yeah, go on, Philip.
He's a double up job. He's got a job as a bouncer at a Liverpool nightclub in his spare time. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I meant. He looks like he can headbutt someone, doesn't he? At any point, he might just turn around and headbutt you.
And next level English, guys, are we witnessing Levy's greatest ever masterstroke? Dragged out the deal and got the whole club to apply physical pressure on it for him to stay.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work, though.
No, I don't. We're talking about managers. Who's going to first team to sack their manager? Now, I reckon Man United could be the first team, but what do you reckon, Colin?
Not a chance. Eric Ten Hag is a god.
And think about it, guys. He nearly came to Tottenham. Just think about, and he failed the interview as well.
I love Ange anyway. Screw
same here.
Ten Hag. I'd rather have
Right.
Ange. Sorry.
Whoa!
Right, Philip. Who do you think would be the first team to sack their manager? Look, I'm actually going for West Ham. As Philip
You
goes
could
through
be
his
right.
notes.
Yeah. That's a tough one. There could be a few candidates for this.
Yeah.
If Lopagani, whatever you call him, hadn't left Wolves yesterday, I would have said he was the first one. But
Yeah.
tricky. Possibly Nottingham Forest. Don't know why. I just have a feeling Forest. I know they like Steve Cooper up there, but everybody loves their manager when you just avoid the relegation. You lose the first 6 games of the season, the party's over. You know.
Mia, does Chelsea get a shout in this with Poch?
Yeah, absolutely. Either Chelsea or the Lego Man, Gonzo.
Gonzo.
They're done. They're out of here.
Yeah, Colin, is it going to be the usual suspects? Do you know, you're looking at Luton or you're looking at Everton or Fulham or Palace or Sheffield United if they're in that danger zone to come to January before just after Christmas and think, do you know what? We've got the January window. Do we sack the manager, bring in somebody new? Or do you know what I mean? Or do you think it could be a really big surprise, the first manager to go?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, usual suspects tend to be the lower league, the lower level teams. Sorry, but in the same aspect as that is, they're given a little bit more time than what other people are because obviously they're expected to be in and around that area anyway at the beginning of the season. I've said it many a times to my friends and colleagues when I've done shows. I think if nobody's sacked by January, Pochettino will be the first one gone.
Wow.
Joe, I'm hoping that either Lego Man or Poch, like with Lego Man, I hope they get into the Champions League. I hope they have some absolutely abysmal results, and then he gets sacked. Or the same with Poch. I hope he gets absolutely battered a good few times and then kicked out of the club, being like laters.
Oh Lord.
Do you know, this is where you miss Watford in the Premiership. You know, if Watford were in the Premiership, you'd be absolutely sure they'd be the first team to sack their manager because they go through about 2 every month.
Listen, they go through more managers than Katie Price does men.
Oh God.
Oh God, that many.
Yeah, that many.
So look, we're good. Right, let's nail us to the part. Philip, which team's going to sack their manager first?
Forest.
Okay, so Philip's going for Forest. Mia?
Chelsea.
Josh, sorry, never got your view. Sorry, man. Who do you think the managers? Who do you think will be?
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I won't give you my top 3. I'll give you my top 1. I'm about to sprinkle some of that spice into the mix. I think Jurgen Klopp gets sacked this season.
Wow.
And there's a reason I say that. Liverpool are selling all of their best assets. Yeah, they've not really bought anyone in through the door. Not yet. If they remain how they are right now, they are going to struggle this season. They haven't got easy fixtures to start off with as well. Their second game, I think, is against Newcastle away. Right? They are going to struggle this season. I don't think they're going to finish in the top 6. I genuinely think Jurgen Klopp could be on the head. Jurgen Klopp's head could be on the block, on the chopping block. In all honesty,
Really?
I'm gonna play my Joker card. I'm gonna say Jurgen Klopp.
Nice.
Wow. What, Mia? What do you reckon to that? Liverpool not known for sacking managers, not unless they, they rarely are not. Do you agree with Josh, or do you think probably not?
I wonder if he's got probably a little bit of money in the bank, does Klopp, because of all the stuff he's won them. And he's really loved by the fans. I don't think the fans will turn on him. They're more likely to turn on the board for not backing him than I think they would Klopp. But obviously it's down to the club to decide. But I can't see them sacking him. Nah.
Look how Klopp acted towards the back end of last season, right? How he acted towards the back end of last season was how Conte was towards the end of his tenure, where he was just coming out and just spouting off the most ridiculous stuff, the excuses that Klopp comes out with. You know, I think it's going to get to a point. He's going to continue to make these excuses. He's going to continue to be heavily critical, and he's going to find himself out the door.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you know what I would say? I would say that he's always been like that, though, Josh. He's always made stupid excuses, isn't he? Like, let's be honest, he's made the most ridiculous, like the grass is too long, it was too wet, the sun was in their eyes. He always comes out with dumb stuff like that. So I don't think I don't know. But I get what you're saying. If they don't start well, that he might be under pressure. He might be.
Colin, what the bookies in the morning and put a tenner on it. I could get 100 to 1 on that, I'm sure.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Colin? Do you agree with Josh here? Klopp could be out the door first?
Yeah. I mean, I know obviously me saying he might have a bit of money in the bank with the club and everything, but, you know, after their poor performance last season, I don't think he's got a penny left in bank. You know, what did they do last season? Absolutely nothing. I don't think Liverpool fans will be as patient, especially if they see, you know, Arsenal getting better, Newcastle getting better, Spurs getting better, United getting better. If they start seeing all these teams getting better and passing them, then Klopp's head could be on the block. It's a very, very good shout, if I'm going to be honest with you, because I could actually see it happening.
Another spanner to throw in the works as well, Thomas Frank from Brentford.
Oh no, I don't think he will. I like Brentford. I think
depends how they start the season, man. Really does depend on how they start their season. They think about it, they're losing out on David Raya, who was ultimately one of the main reasons he kept them in a lot of their games. If he goes to Arsenal, who have they got? I'll tell you who they've got. It was the goalkeeper that we literally punished by crowding him on the line. We crowded him on the line, and that was his biggest weakness in set pieces. Without David Raya, Brentford are going to concede a lot of goals and potentially lose a lot of games.
Yeah, that's true. So right, so we've got me, Colin. Who's your what was the thing? Oh yeah, who's your first team to sack their manager?
I'm going to stick with Chelsea and Pochettino, even though I could probably see Klopp getting the axe more sooner. But I'll go with Poch and Chelsea.
Yeah. Philip?
I've done Forest already. Your turn.
Yeah. Josh, who are you going for Klopp then, yeah?
I'll say Klopp, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to go for Poch. I think Chelsea will sack Poch if he has a bad start and he doesn't get the wins that I just think Poch will. I think it was a bad move, Poch going to Chelsea in the first place, to be fair. Yeah. I think it was a wrong move, bad move, and I think he's going to get what he deserves. So, look, let us know in the comments, who do you think it will be? Who's the first team to sack their manager? I'm going for Chelsea. Me, it's Chelsea. We've got Klopp, you mentioned Liverpool. We've got the Forest manager being there going. KPV, big up K Kyle. How are you doing, sir? He says, I'm going for Klopp to get the first sack. So he's backing you lot. So there you go. Who's going to let the dogs out, Kyle? Please let us know, KPV. Who's going to let the dogs out? Now, top goal scorer. Now, this is a sore subject. Philip, do you want to take us off? Look, put Harry Kane to one side. I think there's only one man that's going to end up top goal scorer unless he gets injured, his legs falls off, or something horrendous like that. It's got to be Haaland, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, I can't see anyone stopping him. Really, you know.
No,
definitely Haaland. Unfortunately, but there you go.
But can you not see like a Liverpool, Salah, Liverpool, or somebody come or Manchester or Newcastle? So can you see any other player pushing him? I can
see other players scoring 15, 20 goals, 25 goals maybe, but he's going to score 35, 40. So, you know, unless he gets injured, you know, unless I don't think okay, clubs might have a bit of he dried up a bit towards the end of the season, last season, but I don't think there's any, the guy's a freak. really. And
Yeah.
I don't think anybody can stop him unless Christian Romero breaks his leg or something when we play them or something like that. But no, got to be Haaland.
Yeah. Mia, Carl saying you're letting the KPV saying you're letting the dogs out tonight, Mia.
Yeah,
So
I
you're
will be in a little while
Yeah.
because they like to go out this time of night before I go to bed. So
look,
absolutely.
who's going to be top goal scorer? It's only one man, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think anyone could disagree with that. Surely, guys, anyone disagree with Haaland? It's got to be.
I don't. I think the real question is who's going to be the second top goal scorer. I think that's the question that really should be asking.
Yeah. Well, who do you think is
true,
going to be
true.
the second
Salah.
top goal scorer then?
It makes me absolutely sick to my stomach saying this, but Bukayo Saka. Makes me sick to say it, but
Did you just hear the pin drop on the stream? It was just everyone went dead silence there. Like, did he say what I thought he just said?
Wash your mouth out of soap and water there, Josh.
Yeah.
I don't like saying it. I don't like giving Arsenal any credit at all. But realistically,
Isaac from Christopher Inshaw. Colin, who do you think would be? Well, we all know he's going to be top goal scorer. Who do you think is going to be? Do you know pushing him or going in second place? If it's not Harry Kane, let's say it could be Harry Kane. He could stay, and he could have a wonder season. But if it's not Harry Kane, who do you think it would be?
If he keeps on doing what he did last season, I'm going to back somebody from my club, and that's Marcus Rashford.
Do you know what? He's very underrated, Marcus Rashford, in my view.
Do you know what's even worse, actually? He's underrated by your own fans. People slate the boy, and I never understand it, Colin. I never get it. Why people slate Rashford. Madness.
Oh, I'm going to upset you because I'm one of those people. I don't rate him that highly.
Wow.
Colin, you just said you think he's going to be the second scorer.
Considering he was Man United's top goal scorer last season, and I don't think he started for like the first 2-3 months of the season.
Yeah, he was injured, man.
Yep, he was, and I'll give you my reason why I don't rate him as highly as what a lot of other fans do. It's simply because of how inconsistent he has been over seasons. Last season he had a fantastic season. I will not take that away from him, but we need to see consistency. Rashford normally, when he's on fire. But the issue I have with him is when he's having his bit of a blip, he just gets his head down, runs into alleyways where he can't get out of and makes mistakes. He needs to keep his head up and keep driving and doing it that way. That's the biggest fault I have with Rashford, and that's why until he's been able to perform consistently every single season, I won't rate him as highly as what other people do.
In other seasons, how many goals has he got, Colin?
Don't get me wrong. He's scored loads of goals. I think this is his third season in a row where he's scored over 20 goals or something.
So how's that not consistent?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. You have to watch the actual games. You see how many times he just runs into a dark alley.
Yeah, I do watch some of Man U's matches.
Yeah.
But I kind of get what you're saying, but I just think he's consistently scoring goals season after season, man. He's a good player. I feel people are a bit hard.
When he's out on the left wing, where I want him to play, because that is where Marcus Rashford is dangerous. Out on that left wing, Marcus Rashford is dangerous. But everybody wants him to play as a central striker, and he can't do it. He just can't play there. Every goal, I think 97% of goals have all come from that side, the left wing side.
Well, that's down to your manager. Speak to your king manager. It's down to him, innit, if he plays.
If I had Ten Hag's number, I would.
So look, let's go around the houses then. Just for Destiny saying Josh Watt. After what you said, Josh, we've got Hogg Tenson. If Kane stays, I think he has a good chance. Yeah, that's true. Paul Pablo Philip, what do you think to this song now?
Song a Camberwell in disguise.
It's the Harry Kane.
Yeah, but I'm wondering what's that reference to Camberwell?
It's
I'm missing
Campbell.
something there.
Campbell.
Camberwell. Oh, sorry. Yeah, jeez, I think it was a town or something called Camberwell. Oh, you Campbell in disguise. Yeah.
That's Camberwell in London, man.
Oh, dear. We've got Will McDonald says, good show, lady and gent. It's raining here, but my spirits is high. As far as Spurs is concerned, Coys, big up.
Good man, Wilson.
We've got Daniela Zito. Daniela, around the grounds is back Saturday. We will be following Leighton Orient on their march to get promotion again. She says, good evening. I'm looking forward to the start of the Prem. So we all. Hot God Tenzin Rashford is a 15-goal man. Very quickly, yes or no? I'm going to go around the houses here. This is like if Man United did sell him. Philip, would you have Rashford at Spurs, yes or no?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Mia?
Good player.
Yeah, defo.
Josh?
No.
I would.
You just Mr. Controversial tonight, Josh.
Yeah, I think he is.
It seems that way, doesn't it? It seems that way. No, it's not. I just think we've got better options available. Rashford is a 15-goal man. He's a 15-goal man in that Man United squad, not at Spurs. Is not.
No.
If Kane stays, Kane is the goal man.
Yeah. So Philip, who are you going for top goal scorer? Only one man.
Well,
Isn't
second goal scorer. If Kane isn't here, then I'll go for Salah.
Yeah, I think I'll be the same. You and me are the same in this, I think, Philip. Mia?
Salah. I said that at the start anyway.
Yeah. Colin?
Like I said, I don't rate him, but Rashford.
Wow. And Josh?
I'm going to flip-flop a little bit. I'm going to come away from Bukayo Saka. I'm going to say...
Chicken.
No. Now I think about it a bit more. Alexander Isak from Newcastle is a very, very good shout.
Yeah, that actually is a very good shout. I think he's going to have a great season at Newcastle. Newcastle, for me, is a team that worries me, actually. I think Newcastle will be a worry. So have you written them down, Mr. Brady?
Yes, I have them down.
I think we should boot Colin out for his lack of logic. I don't rate him, but I think he's going to be the second best goal scorer in the Prem. Colin,
yeah, because we're dangerous. You're saying it's a lack of thing, but think about it. He's dangerous on that left-hand side, and that's where he's going to play. United don't have anybody else, so he will score goals. That doesn't make him a fantastic striker.
No, but he's still a very good player.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not a very good player. I'm saying I just don't rate him as much as other fans do.
Fair enough.
Now, the Champions League ends up 5 teams can qualify for the Champions League this season. Look, we're all hoping Tottenham are in there. Look, for me, before this Harry Kane saga, I was actually going for Tottenham finishing in the top 2. Philip looked at me and said, Dermot, you lost your marbles. Mia said, Dermot, just leave the wacky backy alone. It's gone to your head. Colin just laughed, and Josh just looked at him, shook his head and walked off in disbelief. But that's who do you think, Philip, will be the top 5? Look, we all know Tottenham are in there, going to be in and around that top 5, hopefully. Who do you think the other 4 are going to be? Is it going to be the usual suspects, or do you think there could be a surprise?
I think we've got to have Man City, right? I'm going to comment like this. I'm going to say Man United are going to be a force this season as well, right? So there's Man City, Man United, Newcastle going to be there. Reluctantly, I'll say Arsenal probably will. They're not going to finish as high as they did last season, but they'll be there. And I'm going to put Spurs down for 5th.
Are you really?
The two Uniteds, Newcastle, Arsenal, and Spurs.
But no Chelsea. No, you're not really going for any surprises, are you? No teams.
I'm not going for Chelsea because I think Chelsea is too big of a shit show. I think Pochettino will regret ever going there. First of all, he's got to. They need 2 buses, with the new 2-team buses going to every match. The amount of players they bought. They need to build a bigger dressing room to hold them all.
Yeah.
So no, I think he's got a big job on there.
Yeah, and Liverpool. You don't think Liverpool are going to do anything either?
I don't think Liverpool will either. No.
Mia, look, Philip's gone for 5th for Spurs, and then he's gone for the other 4. Can you see a team surprising, like a Brighton or somebody like that? But do you think Tottenham can finish well within the top 5? But who's going to be your top 5 this season? But it's going to be. For me, I think Brighton's going to be a joker in the pack for me this season. Can you see it?
No, I don't think so. I think it's going to be Man City, Man United, Newcastle. Hold on, what did I say? Man City, Man United, Newcastle, do you know what, Liverpool, and I think Chelsea will just scrape the 5th.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Josh, do you know?
Right.
Who's your top 5, sir?
If we keep Harry Kane, I can see us finishing 5th. I don't know about the other top 4. However, if I'm going to put a prediction on it, let's assume that Harry Kane leaves Spurs. In this order: Man City, Newcastle, Liverpool, United, Aston Villa. Aston Villa have made some formidable signings this season, or this transfer window. Do not underestimate Villa.
No, that's so true.
That
is very true. Villa have done the work. And Colin, look, Philip said Liverpool not going to be in the top 5. Chelsea not going to be in the top 5. Josh is saying Aston Villa could make a bit of a run for it. I still think Brighton are going to be thereabouts. I really do. We're there for the European places at least. Where's your top 5 going? I mean, Philip says United could be a threat. Could this be United's best chance of winning the Premier League since Sir Alex Ferguson?
No, not from my opinion. No, I mean, in my opinion, United don't even make top 5. In my opinion, with squad depth's not good enough. You know, we've just sold Fred. We're getting rid of Maguire. Scott McTominay is going to be going as well. We've only got one striker that's available. We haven't got enough players to mount a challenge, really. It's going to have to take another wondrous season from Erik ten Hag to even get us up there. But my top 5 are City, Arsenal, Newcastle, Spurs, and I've gone with Aston Villa as well.
Well, look, I don't think City are going to win the league this year. I think there will be a hangover from the treble.
What the hell have you been taking, man? Like, your takes are wild.
I'm telling you one thing. You've just won the treble. Can you name me? And did Man United win the league? I don't know if they did. Can you remind me, Colin? Did they win the league the following season after they did the treble in '99?
Sorry, you cut out there. What did you say?
Did Manchester United win the league after they won the treble in '99?
In 2000. Yeah.
I don't think Man City would do that. I reckon I don't know, something about Man City. I was watching Pep's sort of press conference today, and it was like, "Oh, we've got to challenge ourselves. We've got to challenge ourselves." That wouldn't be Fergie. Fergie be saying, "You're effing gonna win this league this year. You're gonna effing." Do you know Fergie would have a different sort of.
But Fergie was a different manager. Listen, Pep, I just can't see a world with the way that they are, the way that they play with Haaland as well, that they're not going to win. No way.
Is the internet coming through okay for everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, it's for me. I don't
Might
know.
be tequilas.
Maybe. I don't know. But look, I don't think. Look, for me, I think. I hate to say this, but I think Arsenal are going to be thereabouts this season.
Wash your mouth out.
No, seriously, you got to be seriously though, Philip. Let's be logical. I don't think Chelsea will be. I think Chelsea is just full of
rubbish.
Yeah, exactly. Look, I look for me. Brighton, Villa, they're going to be sort of thereabouts. I don't know. I just think there might be a surprise this team with the league. I can't see Man City winning it again. I don't know. I look, probably win, but I don't think it's going to be running away. But my top 5 will be Arsenal, Man City, Man United, Tottenham.
Arsenal to win it.
Yeah,
I swear. Oh my God. I can't believe what I'm just hearing. I don't want to work with you no more. Sorry, we're done. We're done. We're over. I'm never coming on this channel ever again. That is the most. How can you say that? Crazy.
I love winding up here.
It's all right, Dermot, because I've got Arsenal to win the league as well.
Yeah, but to be honest, we don't count you because you're a Man U fan, so it's okay.
Look, top 5. I think. Look, for me, honestly, I cannot see Man City winning this year. I don't know why, but I just don't see Man City doing what they did last season. Philip, am I being wrong here? Can you not see? Can you see what I'm getting at?
No. Man City,
Exactly.
Man City are going to win. They'll have the league won by Easter.
Thank
There's
you,
nobody
Philip.
going to come near them. Arsenal are going to be like a one-season wonder. They'll be in the top 5, but they will not be second. They won't be second.
Exactly, Philip. Philip's talking sense. Philip should be in charge of this channel from now on because he talks sense, no nonsense.
Right. Okay.
Thanks.
So I'm gonna come back with a little thing here. Did anybody watch the Community Shield?
Yeah.
No, I was at the game. No, I didn't see it.
No.
Okay. So I actually did the watch along over on my channel with a Arsenal fan, and Man City looked shaky. When Arsenal went at them, City looked shaky. Haaland was not up to the top form at all. Haaland was quiet all game. I think he didn't have it. Yeah, he was completely pocketed. I think teams have figured out slowly what to do with City now, especially Arsenal. Arsenal know exactly what to do with Haaland now. They're completely kept him quiet. So I don't think
that's all well and good, but to me, and I think to a lot of other football fans in general, the Community Shield is just a glorified pre-season trophy.
It is, but both teams put out full strength squads.
But still, I'm sorry, but everyone said that when Arsenal went to City to play, everyone said, Arsenal are going to teach them a lesson. And look what happened. They got schooled. They got absolutely schooled. And they always start off a bit slow. And then they build up into this absolutely formidable team. Every year, everyone says, City are going a bit quiet. And then look what happens.
Can you see any team? Right, so just say you all say Man City going to win the league, and you're probably right. And I was, all serious aside, I probably would say the same. Philip, can you say who's going to finish second? Who would you think is the team at the moment? Do you think Newcastle could be up there?
Yeah, it's either Man United. I'll be a bit more confident about Man United than you, Colin, but I think Newcastle could be the one that could push City. Because they have bought well, they've got the money to burn there. They don't really care about FFP because they'll get away with it anyway. So yeah, Newcastle could well be the team to watch.
Yeah, Pacifics. I don't know what it says. I want a sub just for the terrible takes. Fair enough. Thanks for the sub, though. Very kind of you. Look, guys. So okay, who's going to win? We're going to go through this then. Who's going to win the league, Philip?
City.
Mia?
City.
I love Mia said that with authority. Colin?
Arsenal.
Josh?
City.
Yeah.
So it's 3-2 to City.
Newcastle.
Flip-flop.
Yeah, I am flip-flop on this. Look, yeah, City probably will win it, but look, I still think it's going to be. It'd be a tight title race. I think this year. I think Arsenal have learned a lot. I think any team that finishes second, you take for what you didn't do last season into this season.
All Arsenal have learned is how to bottle it even better than last season when they bottled it, like the season before. That's all they've bloody learned.
Look, I'm
giving
surprised
them mugs credit.
And Ange will win the league. Of course, Ange will win the league.
Yeah, Europa League maybe.
Yeah. Woolwich have strengthened. You have to fancy them to take second again. That's very good from Lee Richards. It's true. Hodgod says one day Ange will win it.
They overpaid for bubble blower. They overpaid for bloody bubble blower. I don't think that is really like they've strengthened in places, but apparently Timber looked really shaky in the preseason game. So
Timber looked shaky in pre-season, but trust me, the Community Shield game, Timber was on fire. Nothing were getting past Timber.
Yeah, no. I still think no.
Look, Richarlison has denied rumours that he needs surgery, and he's actually put up on his own YouTube as fake.
Oh, see these bloody people who say they're like in the nose and they're putting up this fake news.
And look, Philip, we've gone all the way to Uruguay.
Oh, very good. Very good. Welcome.
And this is the one that subscribed for your bad takes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
And
Hello, South America.
Obviously
made it,
keeping a
Philip.
close eye on Bentancur to see how he's getting on.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll
See,
be
we've
back
made it.
soon. We miss him badly.
We've even made it to South America, Philip. We're getting worldwide attention now. Yeah. So, Philip, look, who do you think is going to qualify for the Europa League?
Oh Christ.
Look, I'll go to Mia. I'll give you time to think of it.
Yeah.
Go on, Mia.
I'll have a look.
Who do you think qualify for Europa League?
No,
Villa and
Brighton.
Yeah. Josh?
Spurs.
Colin?
United.
I'm actually going for Brighton.
There's two teams, isn't there? So I'm going for
Yeah.
Villa and Brighton.
Yeah, I'll probably do the same for Villa and Brighton. I think Spurs will qualify for the Champions League, by the way. I think I'm still convinced Andrew will have them playing beautiful football and will qualify quite easily for the Champions League. Because we're always finishing 4th and 5th place, so I think we will do it. Go around the houses just for this question. Philip, can Spurs qualify for the Champions League, yes or no?
Every team will start out next weekend thinking they can qualify for the Champions League. I've Spurs down to finish 5th, so I'm not going to change that. I'd say they can. Yeah.
Okay, Mia?
Sorry, I was just reading the update on the Kane thing. What was the question?
What's the update on the Kane thing?
Oh, someone just said positive talks are ongoing between Bayern, Tottenham, and Kane over specific payment terms. Bayern are still waiting for the green light from Kane and remain optimistic to get the deal done. Nothing is off. And then somebody has put down the bottom, who, like I said to you, he's the one that seems to have quite good reliability. He's put like a timer at the bottom, so it looks like it is going to get done.
Oh Lord,
that was an hour ago. So
Pacific. I hope I've said that. It says United in Europa, Spurs in the Champions League.
Optimistic.
Yeah. Lee Richards pains me to say, but Odegaard is getting better and better. They also bought in Rice. Oh look, Rice is a complete traitor, so I think he's going to fall in his ass completely. Just don't see them going backwards. Think we could sneak Europa. Remember, 7th could be Europa this season. That's very true, actually. So, Josh, have we got Europe for the Europa League?
Nah, I don't know about Europa League.
Okay.
It's Europa League. No, Spurs Europa League. It's the Conference League. I don't know. The Conference League's anyone's game, really.
Yeah, it is. Colin, who are you going for the Conference League? I think Colum's ran off to I think Colum's passed out. You there, Colin?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Who's going to go to the Conference League?
I think Brighton. I'll go Conference.
Wow. There you go. Right, and the last bit now, we're going to go, last 2 bits now. Guys, now, I think it's Tottenham's year this year to win the FA Cup. I really, really do. I think Spurs are on the way to Wembley. My knees are going to go all trembly when Philip's on the drums. Look, for me, Spurs to win the FA Cup. I think Andrew's going to take us to Wembley and we're going to win it. And no problems there. Philip, do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Spurs for the cup. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
You know, they have to do it sometime. Why not this season?
Yeah, that's it. Mia?
No, I think Man City will win it.
Wash your mouth out, Mia.
Just being realistic, man. Like, Jesus.
Look, though, seriously, though, Josh, can Tottenham win the FA Cup this year?
Most certainly. Most certainly. Do you know what? I'm probably one of these fans. I would take in the FA Cup over the Premier League right now. Because if you think about it realistically, we are never, as long as Man City and Newcastle are about, I don't care about anybody else. Man City and Newcastle, with the money and the backing that they've got, we are never going to catch them. There is nothing stopping us going to win a trophy. I want FA Cup, League Cup as a second best. I want something this year. And I think Andy's that guy.
Yeah. And Colin, what do you reckon? FA Cup?
I mean, Spurs could win it, but so could any team. I'm going for a complete outsider, and I know for a fact it's not going to happen, but I'm going to back them, and I'm going for my local club, Doncaster Rovers.
There you go. There you go. The year of the Rovers. And very quickly, guys, who's going to win the League Cup? Philip, who's going to win that this year?
Probably Man City again. Seem to nearly got a stranglehold on it.
Yeah.
Except for this year. So I'll go Man City for that.
Tottenham.
Josh?
Yeah, sod it. I'm going for Spurs. The double's on, guys. The double's on.
No, I'm going for Spurs as well, by the way. Colin?
Yeah, I'll say Spurs with this one.
There you go. Well, let us know in the chat what you think and in the comments as well. Angelo's going for Scunthorpe.
No, not Scunthorpe.
Look, guy, Lee says, I expect us to have a real go in the Cups this year. They're only our realistic target, but it's the luck of the draw. We could get Chelsea or Liverpool away in the third round.
Yeah, look what we got. Look what we got in the League Cup. Fulham away in the first round, which is
now, guys. We're going to end the show as we started it. Harry Kane, Philip. Look, we'll go around the grounds very quickly, and then we'll let you finish off. Because you are the man of wisdom on this show. You really are. As your Tom Jones as people tell us from your Tom Jones shows. He was at it again last night, Mia. Do you know?
Oh well, what's new, pussycat?
Yeah, knickers and false teeth were flying all. Apparently, it was a complete. There was paint up the wall, and it was a complete rave.
I even heard that they had to call the police because one of the knitting needles nearly went in his eye.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's Philip. You gotta just be careful, man. Are you not got any security to keep all these?
I'm thinking of getting my own security, but the thing is, the guy, my security has a Zimmer frame, so it's kind of hard to,
Philip,
at least they can fight the women off with the Zimmer frame, though.
Philip does speak to this lady where he goes on the Wednesday. Do you want to tell people what she said?
Yeah, this is very interesting. There's a lady, she's middle-aged, she's more. She goes to bingo. She's a bingo fanatic. But anyway, every night I have a chat with her about Spurs. And last couple of weeks ago, I found out she used to live in London, right? And I asked her, would she come on the channel someday and have a chat about her experiences with Spurs? Then last night I learned she used to work for Spurs. She actually used to work in the away end at matches, probably, maybe stewarding or keeping an eye on the away fans going in. But she says the away fans were great to deal with. You only saw them once a season. He says it's the buggers you have to deal with every week with a problem. And then the Spurs end of it. So she's going to come on some night and have a bit of crack about that. But that'll be good,
Yeah, it will be. Angela says Tom Jones got a museum with all the different undies on display over the years. Yeah, it's in Leitrim somewhere apparently. Look, guys. Daniela's also put Leighton Orient got knocked out the first round. I know. I'm happy to hear that lot. I'm happy to hear that a lot. Think that Spurs will win it. Yeah, I think we will. Look, Philip, we're going to finish as we started on Harry Kane. It's been a long day. Yeah. I don't know what the latest is from Sky News at the moment. No, I haven't got any latest.
There's nothing new except the headlines. One of the papers come up there. It says, "Please make your mind up, Harry." That's the headline on it.
Right.
It's a bit like the song, the Eurovision song, "Making Your Mind Up."
Look, I want to ask a question here, and I will go around the house with this question. I asked Colm this earlier, and I know what Colm's going to say. We did speak about this, didn't we, Colm, a little bit earlier?
We did.
Do you think, Philip, Harry Kane is losing credibility with the Spurs fans over this? Or is his legacy being damaged because of what's happening here?
It depends, really, if the reason comes out why this about turn came along. I think he will lose it. He will lose it a certain amount. Yeah, not a whole lot. He'll still be our leading goal scorer no matter what happens. But I do think the whole thing could have been handled a little bit better. If he'd have gone this morning without any of this, he'd have gone with his legacy intact. But I think what's happened in the last 12 hours has tarnished it a little bit. And we don't really know who's to blame for that yet. But it will help. It will harm his legacy.
Yeah. Mia, look. And Philip, look, very quickly, and we'll end off on this, and then we'll go to everyone to get to plug their channels. But where do you think it's going to end up by this time tomorrow night, Philip?
Kane will be on the way to Munich.
Right. And we're back on at 4 tomorrow, right? We've got the podcast as well tomorrow haven't we? So
hopefully we might know more by then.
Hopefully. Mia, thank you so much for coming on. Of course, Spurs being light. You want to plug that in a minute. The same question to you. has Harry Kane lost his credibility? And if he has, is it too late now for him to stay at Spurs, or do you know? What do you think? And where do you think we will be this time tomorrow night?
Do you know what? To be honest with you, I think if it comes out that it was actually all over these terms and whatever, I don't think he'll lose as much credibility if it comes out with this whole he's changed his mind U-turn nonsense, like I say, because that to me was just silly and nonsensical, and him going back on his word, it's not a good look. But if it comes out that wasn't actually true, I reckon he'll probably get, I think people will say, okay, fair enough. You know, I feel people will probably be fine with that. And if he's sold, all the people who don't want him sold are just going to blame Daniel Levy. So I think he does keep his credit intact. I'm going to be honest. I do think he will. And this time tomorrow, I think he will have already gone. I reckon he's already gone to Munich today. That's my suspicion. It's their day off today. I've got a feeling that he flew out today. I think the decision, we're a day behind the decision, personally.
Yeah, I do too. And do you want to give your wonderful channel, Spurs Between the Lines, a shout there? Because it's great. And thanks for coming on, Mia. You are a great part of this channel as well. You always come on. We have great laughs with you. You are a jewel in the crown of the YouTube community. You really are. So go on, give your channel a big plug there.
Spurs Between Lines. I do previews, reviews, lives. I do collaborations with people. I do morning transfer. So if you want the transfer news nice and early, and a few times I've actually come out with stuff that people talk about during the day that I've already reported on. So I do try and get my sources quite good from what I read and bring you all the latest news. I also started doing like a fake news section because I felt like it was required, because some of the news that come out was absolutely ridiculous. So it was fun doing sometimes do a bit of like fake news as well, to make people laugh in these times of like stress, because we obviously got a lot going on. So it's quite fun to have like a bit of fake news going on.
Right. I'm very quick for come to you, Josh. Chris Cowland's just put up a post on Twitter about a few minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago. And it says the main kit picture with Harry Kane in the middle has now been replaced with a photo of Son. No other Kane pictures in the new kit feature on the Spurs shop, apart from the one where you can order the shirt with his name printed on his back. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Yeah. Josh, thank you for coming on again, man. Great to see you back. Sorry I couldn't make you pop up earlier, but it was during the days. Philip was just so busy putting the shows together, and we've got 2 tomorrow, so we're busy over here, and we've got the pre-match to put together as well for Saturday. Where will we be this time tomorrow night? And do you want to give your channel a massive plug as well?
Yeah, so you can find me over at Speaking Spurs. I've only recently just come back after taking a year out. So you can follow me over there. Make sure you whack me a subscribe, and then you'll find that whenever I'm live, I will be going live or releasing a video at some point this week. You can also find me over on Twitter at Josh Pav. That's JoshPavv. Where you can communicate with me. That's probably the best 2 places to catch me. Thanks a lot for having me on again.
Where do you think we'll be this time tomorrow night with Mr. Harold Kane?
I'd like to believe that Harry Kane's staying, but I can see I'm in agreement with Philip that I reckon he'll be on his way to Germany.
Yeah. And Colin, thank you again for coming on for the Full-Time Spurs Network. I watched your show earlier, really enjoyed it, and you did a bit on Harry Kane. Putting your knowledge of working within the football industry, where do you think we'll be this time tomorrow night? And do you want to please give your channel a massive plug? And Mia, if you can find the link for Colin's channel as well, can you put that in the chat as well for me?
Yeah, no, thank you for...
Do it your bloody self. What am I? You're a flipping slave. Like, do it your bloody self, man. I don't work on this channel, not my channel.
Do you know, he only asked the question. Jesus.
No, I love Mia. She's amazing.
Yeah, she has us in a dungeon, really. She only lets us out twice a day to do YouTube stuff.
I wouldn't have you in my dungeon. No, thank you.
Oh, God.
My battery's about to cave in, so I'll be heading off shortly.
Okay. All right.
In the red zone at the minute.
Yeah. So yeah, where will we be this time tomorrow night, Colin, and where can people find you, sir?
So first of all, this time tomorrow night, I think you'll be reporting that Kane has gone to Bayern Munich. It seems like this deal's going to be done, despite rumours of what's going around, and that's coming from a professional standpoint, not a personal standpoint. And you can find me over on YouTube at Full-Time Sports Network, where we do watch-alongs, previews. You know, we don't just cover football; we cover all sports. And you can also find me on Twitter at FTSN-Colm.
Right. Breaking news from Plettenberg. Breaking news, exclusive news. Hashtag Kane got the info that his move to Bayern Munich looking more likely now. As reported, Bayern bosses Tottenham, Kane's management were in very good and respectful talks today and tonight. Now the deal is on the verge to be sealed as Kane wants to join Bayern, and that comes Sky Sports Deutschland. So that is the very, very latest. Look, for me, I think I agree with everyone. I think this time tomorrow night, Harry Kane will be a Bayern player, sadly. The king has left. Long live the king. But Philip, we'll always end up with our favourite Fred. He hasn't gone anywhere. We bought him from Manchester United to be our star at the end of our channel. And what is Fred up to tonight, Philip?
Fred is every Spurs fan everywhere when he hears the news Kane.
Go on. Sorry, I had it early there. I had it too early there. Sorry.
He's every Spurs fan around the world when he hears the news that Harry Kane is actually going to Bayern Munich now.
I swear to God, what his wife thinks when she sees him doing that. Honest God. But listen, please, everyone, thank you for all coming in. We really do. Please, won't be watching Tottenham with my membership too much this season. Otherwise, I have to sell my car first. Yeah, that's true. Please, everyone, get over to Colin's channel, the Full-Time Spurs Network. Please get over there. Very, very good channel and a lovely person. Big up to Mia as well. Or big up to Josh for speaking Spurs, and big up to Mia for Spurs between the lines. Philip, we're back tomorrow at 4 with Newsbeat, of course. I don't know if you're joining us for that. Are you, Mia, as normal?
It's Friday, so yeah.
So yeah, here the three of us back tomorrow. Will Harry Kane be here?
No.
Who knows? Who does knows? But whatever you do, enjoy the rest of your evening. God bless you all. Take care of one another. And whatever you do, let's get behind Ange and the mighty Spurs, because the Premier League is back, baby. And so is Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.